Hello everybody, Multiman37 back here with another review, this time of the deluxe Henkeiju Gaburevolver from Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger. Now if you saw from my review of the Dino Charge Morpher, I said that I would be doing Kyoryuger reviews not related to Throwback Thursday. The reason for that is because, and my voice sounds a little raspy because I just got through with a cold. So, yeah, I just got over having a cold, but I'm back. And the reason for that is I want to better show the differences of the toys from, from Japan to America. And right now I sound really nasally, don't I? But, try to do it as best as I can. And the box is a little bit ruined because this thing has been sitting in my closet for about, I don't know, 3 years. So, yeah. But either way, let's jump right into it. We're going to take a look at the box, then the items that you get for Kyoryuger, which are the Zyudenchis, and then the revolver itself. Oh my god. So there you have a picture of Kyoryu Red with the gaburevolver right there, the 2 Zyudenchis included, Gabutira, which is one of the first 10 Zyudenryu, and Byansamo, which is one of the Zyudenchis 11 through 23, the Guardians. I'll get more into that later, but on this side you have Kyoryu Red shooting you and the contents, and yeah, 3 years will do that. There you have him in a standard pose, getting ready to use it. Yep. Yeah, definitely see the wear that this thing is taken, but everything's still there. Top, you get a shot of all 5 of them, with, like, rainbow colors and whatnot. Kind of have it, like, the lens has a red sheen, a black sheen, and so on and so forth. I really do like that. So you got red, black, blue, green, and pink. All 5 of them getting ready to shoot your face off. And back is everything you're going to do with this thing. I sound really, really sick, don't I? But don't worry, I'm not anymore. The fever's broken. So, the gimmick that you had for Kyoryuger were the Zyudenchis. And so here they are. They are about this big. Focus, damn you. What are you doing? So, comparing them to a Dino Charger, they are... The Chargers are thinner, but somehow they're smaller and somehow a little bit... They're the same size. Well, not really. They're the same size, looking at them a little bit. They aren't really the same size, actually, but I don't know how to phrase it. They're the same size, but yet they're not. They're like, what I mean by that is, I'm not sure what I mean by that. I'm losing my train of thought. That's just stupid. But you get the point. They're not the same size, and this one has 4 slides, while this one just has 2. And I guess they had to make this small. I'm not sure why they had to make these smaller. I like these a lot better. Just saying. But these weren't a bad substitute. Why the hell did you do that? But it's really hard to describe. They're not longer, but they're not, like, bigger. They're short and skinny, while these are pretty, wide. So, yeah, and plus they have a QR code on the front. This one doesn't. And you do get, like, this little peg in the back indicating it's a battery. In fact, the literal translation to Zyudenchi is beast battery. In fact, By the way, how small are these things? Well, here's an actual AAA battery. Yeah, that's pretty... Yeah, of course this is bigger, but this is just... This is somewhere in the middle, I'm thinking. I mean, you can kind of see that. But of course, you also get a glow-in-the-dark sticker, which, if I were to shine this in the light a little bit, and if I were to cover... I can't turn off my camera light, but... I wish I could, but yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Like, you could... This is glow-in-the-dark, I checked. Like, 3 years ago, I checked. What is up with this sticker? Well, like I said, this thing has been worn out for 3 years, so yeah, the sticker on mine is a little, I don't know what, worn out, but hey, that's what 30 years will, or not 30 years, what am I saying, 3 years, what the fuck am I saying, 30 years, Jesus, 3 years will do that to you, I guess. Understandable, really, when you think about it. But of course you also get the name on the back, which of course was changed in the American release. So instead of Gabutira, you had Tyrannosaurus Rex. Then when you braved in, you get the glittery side, which had the colored in Tyrannosaurus. Damn, I did not realize how much this got worn out when I shined the light through it. But yeah, again, I guess that's what 3 years is gonna do. In fact, this thing has been sitting in here for 3 years. But whatever. Not gonna question it, to be honest. I'm kind of used to that. So these are the ones, numbers 1 through 10 power the Zyuden Ryu and transform the Kyoryugers. However, 11 through 23 do no such thing, except they give you backup power for attacks and all that good stuff. So the first one in the lineup of Guardians that we were ever to get was number 14, Stymero, based on a Stymerosaurus, I think it was. I don't remember. Which are similar to Triceratops, except they have more frills on the side, and they only have one horn in the front. Logo right there, the number 14, and this is like this is in a darker pink than Dorikera, which I pronounce it that way because why not? So it's in a darker shade, but yeah. And of course, when you braved in, you get the colored inside, obviously, and that was the charge mode, brave in mode, charge mode. That would be when they charged it and whatnot. And then if this thing ran out of power, there wouldn't be any image right here. But yeah, there's it only has one pin on this one. Except for that nub that indicates, ooh, it's a battery. Ugh. Sounds sick, don't I? But let's get into the main event, the gaburevolver. This thing is a really awesome size. Look at this. Like, here's my hand. Here's the gaburevolver. It's pretty big. Somebody could actually mistake this for a weapon. Yeah. You got this T-Rex's head sticking out the front. You got this black paint up top. Black paint here. You got red, silver, green paint. You got the little twin barrels right here, which were changed to orange in the American version because of the law. Here. Got the trigger. And this actually is covered, so you could attempt to twirl this on your finger, but you might need to practice because you'll hit that button otherwise. And on the back, of course, you get the AAA battery compartment, the on-off switch, and all the screws are back here. Chamber spins because this is what activates most of the sounds in this thing. So let's turn this thing on, and you'll get... There's your confirmation sound. I loved hearing that in any of the Kyoryuger toys. Like, listen. I just love hearing that. I don't know why. I just do. So, by itself, you get a basic firing. And you can rapid fire. Now, in order to open this up, you need to both pull this safety lever, because if you don't, it will get jammed and you might break the thing. But what you do is you push that up. And if you're doing a single Zyudenchi, they go on the bottom. If you do but you can put one on the top for a twin finisher. And that's the sound that you get when you don't load anything or you load something in the top chamber. Watch. Let me load in this. And then, of course, to remove it, you have two switches right here. This one controls the top one. This one controls the top one. And, of course, this one would control the bottom. So let's start with Gabutira. So you get Gaburinchu, Gabutira, and it brings a lot of accent to it that you can't really tell what it's saying at first, but after a while you kind of know what it's saying. So then you spin the chamber, and this is when they'd start dancing. I might actually do a video about how to show you how to do the henshin dance, but I probably won't do that now. Fire. So now you're transformed into Kyoryu Red. Of course, you can do a finisher. The sound effect there was Gaboon, which is the sound of chomping. Now you can also put in Stemero in here, but since this isn't used to transform, and it would normally do the attack, obviously it doesn't just jump to the attack with the Guardians, but since it normally did that, I'm going to skip the henshin. So it'll say Gaburinchu, Stemero, and then you would do the attack. And then Meroron is the sound of, I think it's like this, I'm not sure what that, it's supposed to, what this is supposed to do is play the whole Cupid and make somebody fall in love with the first person they see. I know it's related to that, but I guess that's the kind of the thing, like the Japanese word for love, because it's not really the sound of anything. The rest of them are onomatopoeia, but this one isn't really the sound of anything. At least I don't know. It might be, but I don't know. And then, of course, you get a double attack where the one on the bottom has it much quieter. So yeah, it said Gaboon a lot quieter, and then if I switch them around... Hard to pull these out, isn't it? So if I switch these around... And that's it for the sound effects in the gaburevolver. There is another sound effect, but I will wait until I do my Kyoryuger review to show that off. So, but if you've seen the show, it's no surprise what the sound is. Get out there, you. Now, also, here's a comparison to the Dino Charge Morpher. Boy, you can see the differences here, because one's a lot smaller, and the only reason it has the same paint as this one, as well you can actually tell, is that I painted it in myself. And obviously this was originally orange because of the safety laws that we have here in America. Because America. So it's a lot smaller. It's okay for like a pistol size, but this is where the real beef of what you want is at. And I got this during when Kyoryuger was the main thing. Like, let's be honest with ourselves here. But overall, that is it. Now, of course, I suggest you get this, but if you can't, you know, like I said, this isn't a bad substitute. It's all up to you, really. So, what more do I gotta say? So, I will see you guys later. Take care. Kyoryu change! Energize! Unleash the power! Fire!